Look at this statue. That statue is from the 1964 New York World's Fair. But now look at this. We are at the 1964 New York World's Fair, and the fountains are on.
Look, they're coming out.
What happened?
I think she's waiting to tell them they can't do that again. Yeah, that's what it looks like. She's waiting.
Hey,
What?
what just happened over there?
I don't think she wants them to be near the fountains.
Yeah, I wondered how long that would take for them to get yelled at. I almost went in it.
It looks like, oh, thank goodness you didn't.
Welcome everyone. We're right now at the base of the Unisphere from the 1964-1965 World's Fair. It is like 95 degrees out here right now with about 80% humidity, but it's delightful here under the mist of the fountains which they have turned on. I thought the fountains would have been off and we would have been able to run into the base of the Unisphere like we did a couple of years ago. I was going to be able to shoot up through that so you can see the superstructure, but it was not to be today.
And you're not allowed to go in there now.
No, the security guards from the Parks Department are coming and chasing everybody out of the fountain because, as I said, it's really hot today. That annoying sound you're hearing is the ice cream truck. It was fun for about 10 minutes, but now it's starting to get on my nerves. Also, we're right near LaGuardia International Airport, and we're right in the flight plan. That's why you're hearing all the jets. But
Yes.
other than that, it is a delightful day here at the Unisphere. We're having a good time. We're taking pictures of, there's a couple of homages to the Carousel of Progress over there. We're going to try and see what we can do. We're learning how to edit now, so look out. It's going to get better. Okay, ready? Let's take another look at this beautiful edifice. And let me see if I can do this. You know, this is one of my favorite New York landmarks, and it's easy to get to if you live in Queens, but it's a pain in the butt to get to if you live anywhere else.
Yes.
Well, we found a secret parking spot. We're not going to tell you where it is, though, but we found a place to park. Now we're going to walk over to the New York Pavilion, which you may know from Men in Black, and there was even a, not Columbo, but they shot a McCloud up there. Look up. Go on YouTube and find the McCloud where they climb to the top of that. We're going to say goodbye right now, but we're going to walk over there and you'll get to see the rest of this. Ready? See you later.
Bye. Oh, so good. This is right here.
I don't know why, but I feel like a Mr. Softy. You want a Mr. Softy?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Softy, the official ice cream of the 1964-65 World's Fair. This is the 50th anniversary of the 1965 part, by the way. And as you can see from behind us, that there are children running around in fire hydrants. It's a very hot day. They're all having a good time here at the fair. Do you know what the motto of the fair was? The slogan, the official slogan?
What?
The theme of the fair, that is, peace through understanding. Peace through understanding. So here is everyone having a great time at the fair. You can almost imagine walking up the Avenue of Progress here, the Avenue of Industry over there. When I'm on the macadam here on the fairgrounds in Flushing Meadows. I like to imagine that I'm really at the fair. And this is what it must have been like. Mr. Softy blaring, the fountains taking up the background, hundreds of feet away. You know, these fairgrounds are huge. I'll tell you how big they are. This fairground, which is the same fairground that they used for the 1939 World's Fair. See if we can frame up the center like this. They used the same piece of land, 650 acres. Now I'm going to tell you what 650 acres is like. You know Disneyland in Anaheim, California?
Yes.
80 acres.
Okay.
Okay, you know the Magic Kingdom in Florida?
Yes.
120 acres. You know Epcot?
Yes.
300 acres. This, 650 acres. That's a lot of acreage.
That's a lot of acres.
Okay, now we're going to turn around and see what we can see when we get here to the, let's see, we're going to get there. We're almost at the New York Pavilion. The New York Pavilion, they started to restore. They began to restore. They wanted it to look good for the 50th anniversary, but alas, it took a lot of money.
And they missed the deadline.
And then they missed the deadline. But rest assured, once it's ready, we will be back here vlogging. Okay, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to come back when we have something more to look at. Okay, we're here in front of the New York building. I left Stacy over there. It's really hot, and I just want to run around here fast. As you can see, they are doing some work, and they're going to try to restore this so that you can just make out. That's where they had a stained glass canopy in there, and the sun would come through and illuminate the courtyard in all the different colors, and it was pretty spectacular to see. And they had a map in tile mosaic of New York State that you could walk around and point to your hometown and look around. And okay, here up here, you see, just make out where the elevator shafts were. These elevators would take you up to 1, 2, and 3 observation decks, which were set up so that you could see all the way out to the Unisphere, which, to give you a perspective, can you see that? Okay, we're only on like one of the 650 acres. Okay, so this is coming along. You see these gentlemen here are working to make a better tomorrow for us, and as soon as that happens, we'll be back here showing you that. Ready? Okay, I'm going to say goodbye now for another couple of minutes, and I'll talk to you when we get to the other side. I'm wearing my New York Mets hat today, and do you know why?
Because this is where Shea Stadium was?
Yes, a lot of people don't know this, but Shea Stadium was actually a pavilion built for the fair. And when the fair ended, Shea Stadium remained. The idea behind Flushing Meadows Park is we're going to use it for the fairgrounds, and then we're going to give something back to the city when the fair is taken down. And we have what do we call it? A Corona Park in Flushing Meadows. And now we're going to go into the New York City Pavilion building, which is right over here. This was built for the 1939 World's Fair, and it remained up for the 1964 World's Fair, when it was still used as the New York City Pavilion. And wait till you see what we have for you inside there. Don't go away. Thanks for joining us. We're at the fair. Get a popcorn. We are standing over the New York City panorama, which was designed and executed for the 1939 World's Fair, but was renovated, that is, and updated for the 1964 World's Fair, and we are here. Every stick and nail in the 5 boroughs represented. There's Manhattan, see Central Park. There is Queens. There's Brooklyn. Way out in the back, Staten Island, you can see our house. We took a picture of it. We'll be able to show you that later. Do you like this?
Yes, I think I found, is that Yankee Stadium right there?
Let's see, Yankee Stadium.
Is that in the
Yes,
Bronx?
161st Street. the most famous address in sports right there. There is LaGuardia Airport because we're in Flushing. They have an animated airplane that is taking off and landing. I don't know if you can see it. But it's right about, let's see.
It was easier to see from over there.
Yeah, come on, let's walk around this panorama and maybe we can see. This is, if you come here, you come to the Queen's Museum of Art. You pay the nominal donation. Oh, there's the airplane. There's the airplane. You see it? Do you see it?
And it's going to go in that hole and then come out.
Find the runway. I think you can see it going down. It's going to land. We're 3, 2, 1, touchdown.
And then it's going to come out the other side. Wait.
Then it's going to come out the other side. Let's see if we can see it. Oh, taking off over Manhattan. Maybe you can see it. I don't know. It's very hard to see because it's so tiny. But you can imagine how long it must have taken for these artists to put this exhibit together. This has been refurbished and restored every couple of years to reflect updates. Look, it's the glass floor so you can find your house if you live over here. There's JFK, Kennedy International Airport. And there's some people here, so I don't know. No, that's not Kennedy Airport. Yes, it is. Well, then what airport is that?
Yeah, JFK.
Okay, well then we have to figure out what that airport is. This one here. Okay. I don't know how much you can see of this, but we're going to come over Staten Island now. And are you enjoying this?
Mm-hmm.
Look, just like Peter Pan's flight, the cars are moving. Angle it down like this. Okay, and now can you see the Verrazano Narrows Bridge right here, linking Brooklyn to Staten Island. We live right over there. Can you see where my finger is? No, I can't tell either. And then there is Staten Island, and all of our houses are there, every stick and nail in the 5 boroughs represented, ladies and gentlemen. And what used to happen in 1939 was they used to make the sun rise and set, and the lights would come on and off, and you can hear the sound effects. Listen. Shh, shh. And you can just imagine the 8 million stories down there. And how many parking spaces?
1.
Just 1. Okay, well that's it. We really have to be quiet. I wish he didn't yell like that. But that's okay because I'm gonna bring it around to Staten Island here. Here's down in Tottenville. This is where we were flying the kites. You see that bay there? Where's my bay? There it is. Whoop. This is where we were flying the kites. And I'll show you where the dead stingray was. Right down there. Okay, so, seen enough?
This is very interesting.
I know, I'm going to turn it off now. I hope you enjoyed it. We're in the Queen's Museum of Art at Flushing Meadows, just steps away from the Unisphere on the World's Fairgrounds in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. Thank you, and good day. Okay, we just came out of the Queen's Museum, which used to be the New York City Pavilion in both the 1939 World's Fair and the 1964 World's Fair. And what'd you get?
We got a book about the panorama.
A book about
model,
the panorama.
And we got a mug.
And we got a mug.
That says Queen's
for the
Museum.
coffee. Before we go, we're going to leave now. It's starting to rain, but there's the New York Pavilion. Through the trees, you hear the fountains.
And the ice cream truck.
And the ice cream truck, of course, the omnipresent ice cream truck. Mr. Softy, but there is...
I thought there'd be more people buying ice cream than there was.
Well, that's why he's here all day.
Yeah.
I'm walking backwards like an idiot, but I want to hold this so you can see the reveal as we come by, and we're going to go, and here it comes. This is what it was like if you were in the real World's Fair, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You see it coming?
I'm coming.
There she blows. It's like we're really at the fair. Really at the fair. You can almost imagine walking along these avenues with all the hustle and bustle, and I just think it's astounding. Thank you for joining us today. Oh, one more thing.
What?
Over here is the Arthur Ashe Tennis Center, where they have the U.S. Open and those famous tennis matches that you see that come from New York. And also right over there, that little fish hook sculpture there, I don't know if you can see it, it's hard. That used to spin, but the engine conked out on that one in 1972, and it's been stationary ever since. Well, thank you very much, folks, for joining us at the World's Fair. I'll see you at the fair. I said I'll see you